The nominees for Game of the Year 2024 have just been revealed, and they are certainly interesting. There's a lot to talk about regarding this year's contenders, so let's get right into it. First up is Metaphor Refantazio, an RPG from Studio Zero. It most certainly doesn't carry the brand recognition of Persona, made by the same company, but it's already Studio Zero's fastest selling game. It's been praised for its unique storytelling and deep mechanics, and it's earned it a solid following, but its niche appeal might limit its reach among voters. Because of this, I'm concerned that it won't receive the recognition it might deserve. Next up is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Though it received critical acclaim, some question whether it innovated enough to justify the award. We've seen this kind of game lose before, with the most apparent examples being Spider-Man 2 and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom last year. It really does seem that the Game of the Year should push the envelope, and I'm not sure that this game does. Although, in terms of a remake, it's a pretty strong one given the differences from the original. I still don't see it winning though.
The next nominee is Sony's new exclusive Astro. To me, this seems like one of the strongest candidates due to its chill and laid-back nature. Critics widely regard it as the strongest contender due to its score of 94 on Metacritic. However, some argue its association with the family category might hurt its chances, as family-oriented games rarely take home the top prize. Additionally, it is absolutely a sequel, and I think that may harm it. Despite that, it has earned 7 nominations, including Action Adventure. This might be the top player.
Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree as an expansion brings up an age-old debate. Should DLCs be eligible for Game of the Year? No, absolutely not. My opinion doesn't change the fact that this is a great expansion, but that is what it is. An expansion. Elden Ring already won Game of the Year in 2022. This kind of nomination shows that the Game Awards doesn't really have a clear set of rules, because if there were, this would have been put into its own separate category. Now, despite it being an expansion, its stellar reviews and the legacy of the base game make it a noteworthy contender. However, I don't think it should win the full Game of the Year.
Let's not forget Balatro, a poker-based roguelike. It's a unique spin on poker with many fans still engaged months after release. However, its lack of narrative elements might make it a long shot for Game of the Year. Still, its nomination for game direction is promising.
Finally, there's Black Myth Wukong, which is one of the most talked about nominees. This one definitely has strong support, but it seems to me that it's a vocal minority. I say this because there is not only lots of positive opinions about this game, but also a lot of negative ones. In addition, it's one of the lowest scoring Game of the Year nominees in history with a Metacritic score of 81. This year's lineup brings a lot of questions about what defines a Game of the Year. Should expansions or remakes win? What about sequels? These debates are what make the Game Awards so intriguing each year. So be sure to let me know which game has your vote for Game of the Year.